The Secretary-General's office confirming his arrival in Ethiopia, where pressure is building on African leaders to arrest the situations in both Sudan and Eastern Congo.
The Secretary-General is in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where he will take part in the 38th African Union Summit. Today he met with the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, and he also met with our UN colleagues. Tomorrow, the Secretary-General will have a series of bilateral meetings with the leadership of the African Union Commission, as well as heads of state and government from the continent. He is also scheduled to take part in meetings of the AU Peace and Security Council at the level of heads of state and government on the situation in Sudan and on the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. As we mentioned yesterday, the Secretary-General will deliver remarks during the opening session of the African Union Summit on Saturday, and he is also scheduled to hold a press conference at 3 p.m. Addis time that day.
For the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reports that clashes between the DRC armed forces and M23 rebels continue in South Kivu in eastern Congo, leading to continued displacement, while in North Kivu the UN and its humanitarian partners are continuing to do assessments while providing emergency relief where security allows. They further indicate that humanitarian partners are working with the National Electrical Company to restore power between the provincial capital Goma and South Kivu's capital, Bukavu. While in Ituri province, north of the Kivus, local authorities report that at least 59 civilians were killed in Jugu by Codeco militants. As an assessment by the World Food Programme points to a surge in the prices of basic foodstuffs in the region, further complicating humanitarian efforts.
Near half of the shops remain closed, and the price of essential commodities have surged significantly compared to pre-crisis levels. The price of maize flour, a key staple, has risen by nearly 67%. Meanwhile, the cost of salt has shot up by about 43%, and palm oil increased by 45%. Peanut oil has shot up by 21%, while the cost of rice increased by 17%. With the rising prices, nutrition remains inaccessible for many. WFP's operations in Goma and North Kivu remain paused, but the agency has staff on the ground ready to resume operations as soon as it is safe to do so.
With reports that hundreds of thousands of people remain on the move in both South and North Kivu as the internally displaced crisis grows due to continued instability in the region. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.